Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Diego Knows. I am Diego, and we're going to continue to talk about Sex and the City right now. Yes, this is part 2 of my review for episode 5 of season 3, which is entitled No Ifs, Ands, or Buts. Now, there's a lot going on in this episode, so I had to break it down into 2 parts. Sorry about that, but damn it, just so much to get over through here. This is one of those longer episodes. A lot of plot points, a lot of developments going on here. Okay, so to start off with here, where we at so far, we're in the middle of like I said, episode 5. Okay, so what happened here is, so far, Aiden, we met Aiden in this episode. Aiden and Carrie went out. Aiden does not want to date Carrie because she smokes cigarettes, and he cannot date a smoker. He told her that. All right. So that's where we are with her. Charlotte has been dating some guy who does not know how to kiss. He never knew how to kiss. He never figured out that he was kissing sucked. Until he's like 32, 33 years old, and Charlotte had to tell him that his kissing sucked. But he fucked up the kissing so bad that now she's got a bruise on her chin. Okay, so that's going on. Miranda and her boyfriend, her live-in boyfriend, Steve's all excited because he got picked to do the free throw basketball toss at the Knicks game that's coming up. And if he makes the basket, he gets $1 million. So he's really excited about that. He wants Miranda to watch him practice so she can see how good he is. She's never seen him play basketball before. All right. So all that's going on. Samantha's dating a black guy named Siobhan. He's in the music industry. He has a sister who owns this restaurant that they go to a lot, and she's a chef, and she does not approve of her black brother dating a white woman. So she basically tells Samantha off, like, I don't want you dating him anymore. I don't want my brother getting involved with a black woman. And my brother listens to what I say. You know, so Samantha basically gives her a fuck you. I'm going to date him anyway. And so that's what, now we're caught up. All right. So all the women are having lunch together. Okay, whatever. And Samantha's talking to Carrie and all the other girls about what Adina said about you can't date my brother. She said, I want to fuck your brother anyway. I like being with your brother. And like I said, she's defending Siobhan. Okay, she's defending their relationship, which is something I've never seen her do before. I've never seen her defend a relationship with anybody. Okay, maybe with James. Okay, the guy with the little dick. You know, because he did stick around for like 3 episodes, all right, with her, okay? But I've never really seen her defend anybody, you know? No, I want to hold on to this guy. I don't want him to go away. I don't want to just fuck him and have him walk away. No, I want to hold on to him. Me and him like each other, but bull fucking shit, okay? That's so out of character for Samantha. But that's what she's doing. I think she's just doing it because the sister said, no, you can't see him. So she's like, well, fuck you. I'm going to keep seeing him, you know? So I think that's what's going on, you know? And it's because she's white, you know. Meanwhile, Samantha's saying, like, you know what? That's absolutely correct, Samantha. You shouldn't change who you are just for some guy, okay? Just like me and my smoking, you know? I shouldn't have to change that, you know, just for some guy. And of course, this opens up a can of worms. Now, I've mentioned this before. Like I said, I used to be a smoker, so I totally understand, okay, what it's like. But all her girlfriends basically gang up on her. You know, Charlotte's the nicest one about it. She's like, hey, you know what? We hate your smoking, Carrie. It's disgusting. Okay, we put up with it because we love you. Okay, we don't like your smoking. We never liked your smoking. We don't tell you about it because we love you and we like you. But the truth is, we don't like your smoking. We never did. And Miranda's like, yeah, your smoking sucks. She's like, and Samantha's like, yeah, we don't fucking like it. Whoa, it only took 3 years to fucking say something. I mean, Carrie smokes like a fucking fish. I mean, she smokes like a fucking chimney. Like, what the fuck, man? She's always smoking. She's always fucking smoking. Even when she don't have to smoke, she's smoking. You ever notice that on the show? She'll be like you know, narrating a totally different, you know, topic, but she's smoking the whole time. You know, she's always fucking smoking. She's smoking in the car. You know, she's smoking during sex. She's smoking walking down the street. She's always fucking smoking. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I used to smoke too, so I relate, you know? I used to be like her. And she's like, you know what? He told me, he's like, my crush dumped me for a little thing like smoking. Smoking's a part of who I am. And I will quit when I want to quit. Not when some cute guy tells me to. Right, Samantha? And Samantha's like, no, sweetheart. Your smoking is disgusting. I can't stand it. We have never been able to stand it. We put up with it because we love you, but no, we don't like it. And I'm not going to encourage you to keep smoking. I'm not going to tell you it's okay to keep smoking because it's not. It never was. So now Carrie feels like, oh shit, you're all going to gang up on me. So she fucking leaves, and she goes, and Samantha tells her, no. Holding those cigarettes, that's whack. Because Samantha's practicing ebonics now. So Carrie goes to see Stanford. And of course, Stanford smokes, so they're just both of them. And they're smoking like crazy. And Stanford says, like, I don't, the new guy that Stanford's dating now, what's his name, Martin or whatever? The guy with the dolls. Okay? He's got all these fucking, like, China dolls on his bed. And in order for them to have sex, you got to move each doll off the bed before they can use the bed. Okay? And you can't just move them. They got to go someplace. Someplace particular. This guy's a freak about his fucking dolls. Okay? And so even for Stanford, that's like too gay. So he's kind of freaked out about the dolls. So Stanford's like, no, I don't like the dolls, but she's like, I've already overlooked it. And Carrie said, well, he's not perfect. She's like, well, I already overlooked his receding hairline. Okay. I said, really, Stanford, you overlooked his receding hairline, okay? His receding hairline. You're like fucking bald, dude. You're fucking bald, and you're complaining about his receding hairline. Okay. Miss Marlboro Lights. Okay, so meanwhile, Steve, it's been a week now, so Steve reminds Miranda, she's working on something in their apartment, and Steve's, he's excited, he's got his basketball stuff on. Goes up to Miranda, and he reminds her that, hey, let's go. It's Saturday. You said you're gonna watch me practice my hoops, And she's like, oh no, I'm busy. Now, Miranda always thought it was stupid. Okay, he's really excited about it. He wants to make that free throw and win the $1 million. He's really excited about it. He loves basketball. He loves watching basketball. He's a big sports fanatic. He loves to play basketball on the yard. So that to him that's important. Okay, Miranda thinks it's stupid. It's childish. It's meaningless. Has no value. And the idea that he's actually going to make a free throw and win $1 million is just ridiculous to her, and she's not going to support it. Okay, she's not going to tell him all of this. She'll tell Carrie this, but she ain't going to tell Steve this. Okay, she thinks it's dumb and it's immature and it's lazy. So she really doesn't want to do it. She promised she would go see him practice on Saturday. It's Saturday now, and she's like, "Oh no, something came up. I'm busy working. This stuff's got to get done by Monday, so I can't go." And the truth is, she doesn't give a shit. That's the truth. She don't give a shit. All right. She says she's too busy. Steve's like, now here we get to the nitty gritty, okay? Now this is the episode that won me over on Steve. I already like Steve. I could relate to Steve, okay? Very few men on this show can I relate to because they're all fucking cartoon characters. They're not real, okay? But Steve is a real person, okay? He's three-dimensional. I see him. I understand this guy. I know guys like this, okay? I understand what's going through his head, and I understand what he's doing and why he's doing it, all right? And right here, Steve, who's usually nice, he's usually the one calming down Miranda when she's being a bitch. But in this scene right here, Steve loses his shit, and rightfully so. He tells her, I asked you to do one fucking thing for me, and you can't do that. What the fuck is that? Now Miranda's like, what's with all this attitude? Why is he screaming at me? He's never raised his voice to me before. I'm the one that always raises the voice. He's like, you know how many of your fucking lawyer stuff I've had to go through? I always end up having to do what you want me to do. She's like, why are you so upset? It's just a stupid, free throw toss. He's like, not to me, it's not. Why do you always have to be so pessimistic? You can't make that shot. She's like, come on, Steve. It's not just the shot. We can't move in together, Steve. It's never going to work out, Steve. I need you to fucking believe in me. I need you to believe in us. I need you to believe in me. Even if you think it's fucking stupid. Holy shit. You know how many times I have wanted to say something like that to my partner? Right there, I love this guy. I love Steve. The fact that he never acts that way until right now says so much about his character. He doesn't lose his temper unless it's really fucking important. It's not something he does all the time. He doesn't get mad all the time. But he got mad here. He got mad because his girlfriend's a fucking bitch. And he's calling her out on it. You know? There's only so much that a guy can take. You know, when his girlfriend's being a bitch all the fucking time, he's got to be the one to calm her down. He's got to be the one to make her feel better about herself. He's got to be the one to reassure her all the fucking time. He's got to be the one to do what she wants to do, to pay attention to her fucking problems, you know, to make her the priority, because that's what we're told to do. You got to take care of your girlfriend, right? Remember? Happy wife, happy life, right? Bull fucking shit. But that's what we're taught to believe, okay? And every once in a while, it's like, what the fuck? What about me? This is the one thing I want you to do for me. And she can't be bothered with it because it's not important to her. It's not about it being important to you. It's about it being important to him. He wants you there. Gosh, you know, when I think about stuff like that, you know, we all go through our stupid shit that we like. You know, I don't like fucking canoeing. I've never been canoeing before, but I learned how to do it. I did it. And you know why? Because my fucking girlfriend loved doing it. She wanted to do it. I didn't want to fucking do it, but she wanted to do it, so I went. I didn't say shit. I learned how to do it. I still don't like it, but hey, I did it, and I did my best at it. You know, we're always doing these things. Now, there's nothing wrong with trying out new things. There's nothing wrong with trying something you've never done before. I'm actually open to that shit, but if I try something and I don't like it, that's fine, but I'm going to give it a shot, okay? Okay, if my partner is there something my partner is interested in, you know, but I'm not, I'm going to fucking go anyway because I know it's important to her. It's important to fucking her. Had a girlfriend once. She wanted to go fucking see a burlesque show. You ever seen a fucking burlesque show? It's as gay as fuck, okay? It's women going around there, these stupid, think fucking Moulin Rouge with Nicole Kidman, okay? That's some of the gayest shit I've ever fucking seen. All right, but that's what it is. It's middle-aged women in their fucking outfits dancing like they're sexy and shit, and it's nothing but gay guys and trans in there. I'm like, holy shit, I'm the only straight guy in this fucking place, you know? And then the shit they're selling afterwards, oh my God, dude. I was in Gayville, but my girlfriend liked it. She liked watching shit like that. You know, she liked the Moulin Rouge bullshit. So I went with her. I didn't complain. I didn't say this fucking sucks and I'm getting out of here. And I didn't tell her, no, I ain't gonna go. You know what? Because I don't like that shit. You go by yourself. I didn't say any of that shit. I went. You know why? Because it was important to her. It wasn't important to me. It was important to her. Okay? That's all Steve's asking for here. You know? Yeah, she thinks it's fucking stupid, but it's not stupid to him. If more men would just do this, if more men would just tell them, you know, I've talked about before on this show about how, like, we can't read your minds. You got to tell us what's going on. Well, here's Steve telling her what's going on. He's not fucking having her read his mind as to why he's upset. He's telling her why he's upset. He's telling because you're supposed to be a fucking partner and you're always putting me fucking down. And when I want to do something, you tell me it's fucking stupid. You're telling me I'm fucking stupid. There's only so much I can fucking take. You fucking bitch! Where was this guy 20 years later? Where was this guy? Where was this Steve in 2022? Where was he? That's what I want to know. This Steve never would have let this shit happen. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I think now about what they've done to this guy on the show, if you've seen him just like that, if you've seen that piece of shit, you know goddamn well this ain't the same Steve anymore. Okay? I don't know who the fuck that guy was. It's not this Steve. This Steve I like. This Steve I can respect. This Steve has some fucking balls. This Steve is a fucking man. I don't know what the fuck that was. All right. So Steve goes out to the playground. He starts practicing his shots. He sucks. He sucks. But Miranda shows up. she shows up and she fucking cheers him on, which was, I tell you what, it means so much. It means so fucking much. When I remember when I was in the Marines, I had a kickboxing match, and my girlfriend wasn't into kickboxing. She wasn't into violence. She hated violence. She wouldn't watch any of that stuff, which is understandable. She didn't even like action movies. Okay, she didn't like seeing people hitting each other. She thought it was bad, even though she was in the Marines like I was. We were both in the military, but she had a job that didn't deal with any sort of violence or explosions or anything like that. She didn't like that kind of stuff. And I was a kickboxer, and I had a match coming up, and I wanted her to be there, and she didn't want to go. She didn't want to go because she didn't like seeing people beating each other. It just wasn't her thing, And I got mad at her for not going. Like, oh shit, well fuck, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna kick his ass, and you ain't gonna see it. It sucks. And let me tell you, I think it was in the third or second round. I don't remember because I was fighting, and I saw her out there. She came out there. She brought one of her girlfriends. And they were cheering me on, and they came to watch me. I guess she changed her mind and decided that she didn't want to see her boyfriend kick this guy's ass after all. And maybe that wasn't the truth. Maybe she went because she knew that I wanted her to go. Yeah, not because she wanted to see me fight. She'd already seen me fight for real. But, she didn't want to see me, she wanted me to know that she was there supporting me. and that was the truth. That's what I really wanted, So so I totally understand, and that made him feel like $1 million. We find out through the narration that he actually missed the free throw shot. He did not win the $1 million. If he had won it, I would have told him, hey, take the fucking money, get the fuck out of that relationship. Get the fuck out of that relationship. Take the money, get the fuck out. But it didn't happen, but he felt like $1 million because Miranda finally decided to root for him instead of putting him down all the time. Wow. Big fucking lesson there. You see, it's stuff like this is why I love the show. It's stuff like this, the humanity, the human aspect, seeing people with their faults. I look back on this show now, and back then I was a younger person back then. So some of the stuff went over my head, and I didn't really see Carrie as a bad person back then. I sympathized with Carrie. I was always on Carrie's side for most of the part. But I do remember back then that I was totally on fucking Steve's side back then. When I saw this episode, I was like, oh my God. Now this is one of the episodes where I knew that I could keep watching the show. Like I said before, they always get the straight guys wrong. They always fucking make us look like jokes. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about when they're writing straight guys. But when it comes to scenes like this, they got it right. And this is one of those scenes where they got it right. Okay, this is how men are. This is what men want. This is how men think. They got it right this time. So bravo, you got it right. They got it right, okay? In this scene, this was correct. Okay, this is something that sometimes I wish I'd had the balls to say that before in some of my past relationships, But he nailed it. He knocked it out of the park. Love Steve, man. That's my bro. All right, so that goes on. Carrie ends up meeting Aiden again at the store. She tells him that she's decided to quit smoking cigarettes because he has a problem with it. He can't date a smoker, And then she says stupid things like, I only smoke when I drink, which is not true. So anyway, they end up spending the day together. Okay, so they spend all day together, and they end up having dinner together. And the whole time she's like fucking Jones. Like you see her foot tapping, like she's fucking jonesing for. And I know what that nicotine withdrawal is like. It fucking sucks. Those first 3 days are fucking a living hell. I know the nicotine withdrawal. I know what it's like. It fucking sucks. And she's definitely like that. So she calls the date off quick. She's like, oh, I gotta get up early tomorrow. Blah, blah, I gotta go right now. Blah, blah. So she fucking leaves. She runs out of there because she can't handle it anymore. She's got to get a cigarette in her. She has to get a cigarette in her. So she runs outside and goes around the corner. She's fumbling through her purse to get her cigarette. She drops her cigarette, or one cigarette she had. She drops it and it lands in the gutter. Okay? In the street. It lands in the street. And she gets down on her, she crouches down, picks it up after it's been on the fucking pavement, okay, the sidewalk, the street where people walk, and puts it in her mouth. Just to light it. Yes, I have been guilty of this too. I have been guilty of this too. Yes. That's why you think I'm so happy I don't smoke anymore, because I don't do shit like this anymore. Oh man, those of you that, especially those of you that go out, that used to go out drinking a lot when you're young, or still do, if you're young, you get fucking drunk as shit, and you're outside, go smoke, and you drop your cigarette, you just pick it up and start smoking. Yeah, it's gross, it's disgusting, but yeah, it's true, it's fucking true. They got that part right. Back then, I was a smoker. I didn't really see anything wrong with what she was doing. I mean, I did. I mean, it's not the way I want to smoke a cigarette. Not the ideal way I want to smoke a cigarette, but if I have to do it, yeah. If it's the last one, yeah, I'm going to smoke it. Now I look at it and I was like, oh, God, yeah, I had a problem. She's got a problem. And Aiden comes out and says the same thing. I think you got a problem. And she realizes that she does. If you got to pick it up off the fucking gutter and smoke it, you got a problem. She's got a problem. Okay, meanwhile, Stanford and the Valley of the Dolls guy, they're attempting to have sex. Okay, but you got to move the dolls out of the way. Well, Stanford said, fuck. He was trying to move the dolls out of the way. Stanford said, fuck this, fuck the dolls. I'm just going to fuck him right now. So he jumps them, basically, and they're fucking going at it. And one of the dolls falls off the bed and breaks. Well, once that doll breaks, the mood is killed. That's it. Get the fuck out. He cares more about those dolls than he does about his balls, I guess. So Stanford's like, oh shit. So 86 is asshole Stanford. Stanford's got to go. All right, because he broke the fucking doll. All right. Meanwhile, Siobhan and Samantha are at the club, the black club again. Samantha's the only white woman there. And Adina shows up, of course. They're not at the restaurant this time. Adina shows up, looking all hot. And they argue. Samantha and Adina argue. And Adina tells, Samantha, you don't belong here. It's a black club. You don't belong here. This is a black thing. And get your white pussy away from my brother. And Samantha's like, no one tells me who to fuck. Get your big, fat, black ass away from me. Well, now they go, Cat fight. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, they go at it. Of course, Siobhan breaks it up. Siobhan tells Samantha that they have a little heart-to-heart talk. And he tells Samantha, he's like, hey, listen, Adina is my blood. And that no matter what happens, Siobhan is always going to take his sister's side. Because I guess she raised him or something, So he's loyal to his sister more than any other girl. So if Adina says you cannot date Samantha, then he will not date Samantha. So he's picked his side. He tells her, hey, I love being with you. I love hanging out with you. But she's my blood. You're not. And then Samantha realizes that, he's just a big black pussy. He's pussy whipped by his sister. And he won't stand up to his sister, And she can't be with a guy like that. A guy who's, pussy whipped. Because I guess she wants to be the one that whips him, not his sister. Okay, so she gets the fuck out of there. She's like, no, he's just a pussy. Okay. Now I know they're trying to, the whole thing with Siobhan, the bullshit flag I'm going to raise on this. It's not because he's black. I have no problem with that. Look at P. Diddy. Okay, obviously this guy's based on P. Diddy. Okay, record producer, all the bling that he's wearing, all this the expensive suits, the parties, the clubs, Would P. Diddy ever date a woman like Samantha? 42-year-old professional woman. Attractive, but not super, super gorgeous. The answer is no. No, P. Diddy wouldn't. P. Diddy was dating J-Lo back then, okay? This is back when J-Lo was young and hot and she had no kids, okay? This is the Selena J-Lo, okay? No. P. Diddy would not date someone like Samantha because she's too old. He would date a young hot thing, something like an Amber Rose, a young hot girl. That's the kind of girl that P Diddy would date. A girl in her 20s, not a girl in her 40s. Okay, that's why I don't believe Siobhan would date Samantha. Okay, would he fuck Samantha? Absolutely. Yeah. There's no conquest there. Okay, yeah, he would fuck her. Would he date her? Okay, would he go out with her more than once? Would he take her out to dinner? Would he show her off to his family? His friends. Maybe if they happen to be at the same place, maybe he would do that. But would he take her seriously? Okay, would he consider like dating her for real? Not just a fuck, not a one night stand, not just a fuck. No, the answer is no. Samantha's too old. I know it's going to piss off a lot of you, but I'm calling it like I see it, okay? He is a record producer. Once again, a guy whose sexual market value is way the fuck up there, okay? Look at guys like Babyface, okay? Look at guys like P. Diddy, okay? They don't date, 40-something-year-old white women. They don't, okay? They date 21-year-old white women, okay? So no, they would not date, they would not date Samantha, okay? I know for all you Samantha fans, I know it pisses you off, but like I said, this is a straight man's point of view. I'm going to tell you the fucking truth, whether you like it or not, okay? For you guys that are watching me right now, you know goddamn well I'm telling the truth, okay? All right. Sorry to burst your bubble, ladies, but I got to be honest with you, okay? A guy like Siobhan would not date Samantha more than once. Probably fuck her once, maybe twice. That's it, okay? He would be out with the younger girls. Why? Because he can. Not all guys can do it. Most guys can't do it. Guys like him can. All right. So there's that. Carrie is jonesing for a cigarette. Okay, we already got that. Okay. So Carrie decides that she is going to quit smoking. Now the narration makes it look like maybe she's deciding she's going to quit Aiden, not see him anymore, but instead she throws her cigarettes down the toilet. She flushes them down the toilet and puts on the patch. And she realizes that she's got a problem, and that ultimately, bottom line is she's going to do it for herself, for her own health. Okay, not for some guy. She's going to do it for her own health. Okay, because deep down inside, she knows that smoking is a problem. And I was the same way. I would always look at myself every once in a while and go like, hey, I'm going to quit smoking eventually. I'm going to quit smoking. Then that would turn into years, and I'm still saying that to myself. I'll quit someday. And the truth is, I never really did until I did. Until I decided that was it. And hopefully that's Carrie's moment here, but we'll see. I don't think it is. So she puts the patch on, and then she tells herself, I hope he's worth it. Bad excuse right there. Like I said before, in the last episode, okay, when I'm reviewing this one, the last review, when I'm reviewing this episode, I said that Carrie is basically waiting for a boyfriend. She's already opened the door for a boyfriend. She's waiting for some guy, any guy, to come in there to be her boyfriend. All right? And that's what she's doing. Her desperation is showing. Okay? She's trying to do things to keep this guy, a guy that she barely knows. She's attracted to him, but she doesn't really know him. Okay? He's got all the qualities that she thinks she should want, but honestly, he is too virtuous for her. Okay? He's too good for her. I'm sorry. He's too good for her. He's a much better man than any of the women on the show. He is. He's a better person than any of the women on the show. He's honest. He's charming. He's smart. He's creative. He's caring. He doesn't get mad easily. He's got no kids. He's single, straight. Okay. He owns his own business, He does what he loves to do. He loves to make furniture. That's what he does. He loves to do it. Okay, this guy's got a lot of shit going on for him, okay? He's a good guy. He's a real good guy. And it's the guys like this that get fucked over. Without a doubt. Hands down. Hands down. Whenever you hear about like, oh, well, my boyfriend was an asshole, so I cheated on him, No, your boyfriend was like him. Like Aiden. Just too nice. Women don't want nice. They want exciting. There's nothing exciting about nice. They say they want nice, okay? Whenever a guy asks a girl, what do I need to be to get a girl? Oh, you gotta be nice. It's bullshit. Don't ever ask a girl what the fuck to do to meet a girl, okay? Okay, you know why? Because women don't date women, okay? And you're not a lesbian, okay? So, you know, if you want to know how to pick up girls, talk to a guy who knows how to pick up girls, okay? Don't talk to women. They're going to tell you to be like Aiden. Even now, even today, you know, with the new show, the internet was blown up with all the praises for Aiden. Oh my gosh, she should have stayed with Aiden. She should have never hurt Aiden. You know, Aiden was perfect for her. I was like, no, the fact that he was perfect for her is the reason why she wasn't with him. Okay? Because women always fuck over the good guys. They always fuck over the good guys. Always. Bar none. There's no exception to that rule. The good guys always get fucked over. Okay? So, of course, Aiden's going to get fucked over. All right? So, what my advice is, don't be Aiden. Be true to yourself. Okay? Be true to yourself. Do what you love to do. Fuck what other people think. Do what you love to do. Be who you want to be. Work on that. Okay? Work on that. Because that's something you can hold on to. Okay? Don't try to be something you're not. Because you think it's going to get you a girl. It won't. It won't. It won't let you keep a girl, that's for sure. Okay, so that's the end of this review. Thank you for watching this long, and I will be back with you on the next one. Have a good one.